Have you ever seen leaves swirling in the wind or experienced a heavy rainstorm that made you rush indoors? Imagine a giant spinning top made of wind and water, powerful enough to uproot trees and toss cars around like toys. That's the force of nature we'll explore today. Welcome to our journey into the fascinating world of winds, storms, and cyclones, where the air itself can become a mighty force of destruction and wonder. Air pressure and winds. To understand what creates these giant natural phenomena, let's start with air pressure. Imagine blowing air into a balloon. As you blow, the balloon swells because of the high pressure you're creating inside it. Similarly, the atmosphere around us has air pressure, but it's not constant. Differences in air pressure between regions are what set the wind in motion. The air rushes from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure, just like water flowing from a higher place to a lower one. Real-life example. Ever notice the breeze near the sea in the evening? That's a sea breeze. It's caused by differences in air pressure between the land and the ocean. As the sun sets, the land cools down faster than the water, creating a low-pressure zone over the ocean. The result? A gentle wind blows from the land to the sea, formation of storms. But how do these winds turn into storms? Think of it like this. When warm, moist air rises rapidly, it creates an area of low pressure. More air from the surroundings rushes in to fill this gap. As the cycle continues, the rising air cools down, causing water vapor to condense into tiny droplets, forming dark clouds. If this process becomes intense, the air currents spin faster and faster, creating a storm system. That's how thunderstorms and tornadoes start brewing. Real-life example. A tornado is like a giant blender in the sky. Picture a powerful thunderstorm with rotating winds at its base. As the spinning speed increases, it forms a narrow, funnel-shaped cloud that touches the ground, tearing apart everything in its path. That's why tornado warnings are taken so seriously. Cyclones, the mighty whirlwinds. Now let's talk about one of the most destructive forces of nature. Cyclones are essentially gigantic storm systems that form over warm ocean waters. They have a calm center called the eye, and are surrounded by the eye wall, a ring of powerful winds and heavy rain. As the cyclone moves, it gathers strength, fueled by the warm ocean. When it hits land, the strong winds and heavy rains can cause massive destruction, leading to floods, uprooting trees, and even damaging buildings. Real-life example, remember Cyclone Fani. It struck the Indian coasts in 2019, bringing winds of over 200 km/h. It uprooted trees, cut power lines, and even forced thousands of people to evacuate. But thanks to early warning systems and safety measures, many lives were saved. Conclusion and safety tips. Understanding these powerful natural forces is important, not just because they're fascinating, but because knowing how they work helps us prepare and stay safe. So, the next time you see a windy day or hear a storm warning, remember the science behind it and be storm smart. Stay safe, stay curious, and see you in the next video.